Today's task is to graph the function f of x equals 2x squared plus 8x plus 4. And here's how. First thing we're going to do is find the y-intercept. That is, we're going to find f of 0. And if we replace each x with the 0, what remains? 4 remains. Next things, oh, by the way, here we are at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. The y-intercept is 0, 4. Okay, next step. We've got to complete the square to find the vertex. So f of x equals 2x squared plus 8x plus 4. So we'll factor a 2 out of the first two terms, and this equals 2 times x squared plus 4x, leave a space, and put our friend Mr. 4 outside the parentheses. Now, to complete this square, we must take the coefficient on x. The coefficient, the 4, and divide it by 2 and square it. So half of 4 is 2. We square that, we get 4. But we've got a problem here. We can't simply just add 4 and without violating that equal sign. So we'll subtract 4 also. Now we've added 0 and we have not violated the equal sign. The next task is to get that negative 4 out of the parentheses. To do that, the distributive property tells us to multiply negative 4 times 2, and then we can remove it from the parentheses. So this equals 2 times x squared plus 4x plus 4, and our friend Mr. 4 there, and 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Good. And now we can rewrite this. This is a perfect square, and it has the form when we factor x plus 2, quantity squared, and plus 4 minus 8 is minus 4. So the vertex is at, what's the opposite of 2? It's negative 2, and the y-coordinate is negative 4. So we'll go over 2 and down 4, and here we are at negative 2, negative 4. And we can draw our graph at this point, and let's see. There we go, and this one's side's going to go. The only issue remaining is what are these zeros? What are the x-coordinates of the zeros? So we'll get to that. So we found the vertex, we found the y-intercept, we have to find the zeros, the x-coordinates of these zeros. So to do that, we'll let f of x equals 0 and solve for x. If this is the case, then, since f of x equals what we have on the right here, then 2 times x plus 2, quantity squared, minus 4 equals 0. Adding 4 to both sides, we have 2 times x plus 2, quantity squared equals 4. Now dividing both sides by 2, we get x plus 2, quantity squared equals, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now by the square root property then, x plus 2 equals plus or minus the square root of 2. Subtracting 2 from both sides, we get x equals minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 2. And these are the zeros, or the x-coordinates of the zeros. So this point can be described as negative 2 plus root 2, 0, and parentheses around our x and y coordinates. The coordinates of this point are negative 2 minus root 2, 0, and this describes this point. So we're done. We've found the vertex, the x-intercepts, and the y-intercepts.